AT Live. I'm Sophie Shalacy. Morgan Wallen joins us today in the studio. Welcome.
Hello.
Thank you for being here.
Of course. Thank y'all for having me. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Busy and good.
Yes, this is a huge week for you, release week. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, it feels like it's been a long time coming.
It has, right?
Yeah.
So last time I saw you was in October in Nashville. We did an episode of Certified Country together.
Yeah.
I feel like so much has changed even since then. Up Down has gone crazy.
Yeah, I guess Up Down was kind of just getting started last time we talked, you know. So to see the response and how everybody is kind of digging it is really cool.
Let's talk about the album to start. It is coming out this Friday. It's called If I Know Me.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about what the album title means and what fans can expect.
Yeah. Well, the album is kind of just a complete journey for me these past 3 years. You know, I moved to Nashville in 2015, and there's some songs on there from 2015, and there's some songs on there that we literally finished the day that the album had to be done. So it's a full, you know, a representation of me these last few years and hopefully of my whole life, you know. And originally, I was going to name the album something like off the wall that had nothing to do with any of the songs. But then we wrote If I Know Me kind of towards the end of the process. And it just made a whole lot of sense, you know, like if I know me, then here's what you get. So it just made a lot of sense.
Very cool. So long time coming. Very excited for you.
Thank you.
And the song is just absolutely blowing up Down with FGL.
Yeah.
When I interviewed you, it was kind of just starting. I interviewed the FGL guys about it as well and asked them kind of why they wanted to get involved with the song. And they said, simply put, it was a smash.
That's what
that
I
was
figured
it.
they said.
Yeah.
Yeah, those boys, man, they've been super good to me. They kind of, you know, treated me like a little brother throughout the whole process since I've met them, really. So I'm glad they're on the song with me now.
Is it crazy to you to kind of see the response that it's gotten? And
Yeah, I mean, you know, when we first recorded the song, I think we all had a feeling that it was a special song, but you don't ever know for a fact, you know. So to see that people love it as much as we did in the beginning is super cool.
Tell me about how your relationship has evolved with those guys.
Yeah, you know, I think we met whenever I first moved to Nashville. I started running around with a lot of the same people that they are in business with, you know. So we kind of just met first and hit it off a little bit, and well, we all like to write songs, so let's try and write songs. So we started doing that, and then they asked me to go out with some shows last year with them. Played some shows with them last year, and then you know I think I consider them like some of my best friends. So it's you know kind of just progressed slowly throughout the past couple of years.
And you guys have been writing together as well, right?
Yeah. We wrote the song that's Jason Aldean's single right now. You Make It Easy together, and obviously really proud of that also.
I love that song
Thank
so much. And I was so excited when I saw that you wrote it. I had no idea. It just kind of popped up one day. I was like, oh my gosh. Tell me the story behind that song.
Yeah, we were out on the road. I don't remember where we were at, but it's one of those shows that they had asked me to come out and play with them. And they have a writer's bus also. So like there's a bus that we get up there and we write songs on. And that day we wrote You Make It Easy, me, Tyler, Bryan, and a guy named Jordan Schmidt.
Was it inspired by Tyler's wife? I think I read that.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Tyler,
sweet.
Yeah, it was sweet. Oh. And yeah, he said something about how, you know, our lifestyle and just the way that we have to do things is not necessarily the easiest for a relationship. You know, it's kind of hard, it's kind of stressful. And he said that morning he told Haley that she made it easy, so we were all like, let's write that, man. So we did, and it turned out to be a special song, and I think we all knew it was special, but apparently the minute Jason Aldean heard it, he was just kind of like, yeah, this is going to be my first single, so go.
All right,
Yeah.
Congrats. Are there any other songs coming down the pipeline that you can tease? Like, I'm assuming you guys have written more that we haven't heard yet.
Yeah, well, they're really busy, and I'm pretty busy. There's been a couple that we've wrote. I don't know all their plans yet, but I've got at least one or maybe two on their new album. So
Very cool.
We'll see.
Yeah, that's awesome. I want to get to some fan questions and comments coming in. Keep them coming, you guys. I will ask as many as we can get to. Jessica wants to know, who are your musical inspirations?
Yeah, well, country-wise, Eric Church is one of the main reasons that I sing country music. I didn't necessarily grow up on country music, though. It was always somewhat a part of my life, but I grew up more on, like, Leonard Skinner, Bad Company, Led Zeppelin, more of the classic rock type of things. But the minute that I heard Eric Church, it kind of just hit me in a way that no music ever had, so I consider him probably my biggest influence overall.
He's incredible.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout out to Ashley. She says, love Up Down, such a fun song. Do you ever get sick of your songs?
No, I mean, like when I first got started out, I guess the quality of songs that I was just learning how to write. Like, I guess I've only been performing for about 4 years or something like that. So
Yeah.
I still feel like I'm growing and learning. But no, now I have, the longest we have to play is 60, 75 minutes. So I feel like I have a good catalog of songs that I actually enjoy singing all of them, and I enjoy every night. So.
And correct me if I'm wrong, isn't it a compliment if someone tells you your song is overplayed?
Yeah, it's fine with me. Please play it more. You can't play it enough.
Yeah. Katie wants to know any dream collaborations.
Yeah, I mean Eric Church, obviously, and I'm also a huge fan of Post Malone these days, so that'd be cool. And I've actually been writing one of the title track to my album. I actually wrote with one of his producers. So.
Oh, cool!
Yeah.
I love it. It's such a small world.
Yeah, he kind of took a step out and has been coming to Nashville, and we got hooked up just because he was down there, and I guess he was talking to my publisher. We kind of hit it off, so we've been writing a few songs together, and I love his vibe. So who knows? Maybe it's possible.
Very cool. We got to talk about Stagecoach, also coming up this weekend. How excited are you?
Yeah, very excited. It's one of those festivals that you always hear about. It's kind of got a little mystique to it or whatever. And it's my first time playing it, and a lot of firsts for me this week. So really looking forward to it.
Have you ever been to Stagecoach before? This will be your first time.
No, I've never been to like a festival as a fan ever in my whole life. So
wow.
I would like to go to something like that just as a fan one time if I ever get the time.
Would you do Coachella, you think?
Yeah, I'd do it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think
I don't know. It might not be good to me, but
yeah, that's what I'm scared. Bryan just sent in a question. What artist in a different genre would you want to work with? I know you just said Post Malone.
Yeah, Post Malone. I don't. It's hard to say. I really like Khalid. I've been listening to a lot of his stuff too. So, if I had to pick one other than Post, I'd say him right now.
Yeah. Okay. Back to Stagecoach for a minute. Obviously, the FGL guys are headlining one of the nights. Are you playing the same day that they are? Or is it a different day? I can't remember what the days are. It's Friday, right?
Yeah, Friday, yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. So can we expect you guys to jump on stage together?
I honestly don't know. But if we do, it'll be just as much a surprise to me as everybody else. But I hope so.
Does that stuff come together at the last minute?
Yeah, very, very much so, yes.
Is there anyone else you're really excited to see at the festival?
I'm not sure who's playing the days I'm playing, but I know that there's a guy named Jason Isbell. He's playing the next day. I wish I could stay because he's one of my favorite songwriters. He's kind of like a folky kind of guy. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but I wish I could see him.
I see a couple more questions coming in. Eric wants to know, would you ever do a reality show or Dancing with the Stars? Obviously, Morgan comes from The Voice, you guys.
So I guess that answers that.
So you did do the reality show thing.
Dancing with the Stars, I don't know. I'm not a good dancer at all. I'm gonna have to take like years of lessons before I even consider stepping out on there because I know I'll make a fool of myself out there. Yeah.
I think they teach people, right? Isn't that the point of it?
I mean, yeah, but I don't know. There's only so much you can do. You know what I mean?
That's fair. Are you watching The Voice? Do you keep up on that at all?
I don't do a whole lot of watching the TV. Honestly, if I watch anything, it's sports and a little bit of Netflix, but mostly I'm a huge sports fan, so I always watch that.
Okay. I love this username from YouTube, Sweet and Sassy Southern Belle. Hey, girl. Hi, Morgan. In the song The Way I Talk, I heard the shout out to the Vols. Where are you from?
Yeah. I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee. That's what I consider my hometown. So I've got a couple songs with some references to Knoxville and to Tennessee. So yeah.
Very good. Cassie wants to know, how has your life changed since having a hit single?
It's a lot busier. Everything is. I guess you don't really realize how when things take off, how much different it is unless you really take a step back. Because you're always so focused on what's next and writing the next song or what's the next single and all that kind of stuff. But it's been really cool to see. When we go play at venues, especially with fans. it's awesome to see that they're really buying into what we're doing as a project and as an artist, and not just with my singles, but just as a whole project, and that they really care. So I'm starting to see that difference for sure.
Aaron says, do you still talk to your voice coach?
No, I haven't really got to talk to any of the people from The Voice. I think I was off the show before we really got into kind of any intimate relationships or anything like that. I kind of got out at a time before that started happening, so I'm not mad about it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now let's talk a little bit about the summer that you have coming up. So you're playing Stagecoach this weekend, so check that out, guys, if you don't already have tickets. It'll be so much fun.
Yeah.
And then this summer, you're going to be joining Luke Bryan on tour, is that right?
Luke Bryan, yeah.
Yes.
We're, May 31st will be our first show with Luke, and we're going up until like September 2nd, I believe. So 30 or 40 shows with Luke, which is crazy, you know. We get to play like Dodger Stadium, Fenway, Wrigley.
That's huge.
Yeah, pretty.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's insane. So
as a sports guy, that's got to be big for you.
That's what I was gonna say. You know, I grew up playing baseball and always imagining playing baseball in those places. So now getting to play music in those places is honestly even cooler to me.
That's so fun. And how well do you know Luke?
Not super well.
Okay.
We've hung out a couple times.
Well,
so
you'll get to know him.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. We played a festival the other day together, and I didn't see him all day, but he was playing, and I was side stage, and he came over and in between the song and like gave me a hug and everything. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm super grateful that he asked me out.
Absolutely, he is just one of the nicest guys too. I think you're gonna have a lot of fun.
We are.
Oh, this is a $1 million question. Sarah wants to know, who do you like better, Luke Bryan or Blake Shelton?
Luke Bryan.
He's taking you on tour.
Yeah, he took me out on tour. What you mean? I had nothing against Blake, though. I don't know Blake that well, but yeah, if I had to pick right now, for sure, Luke Bryan.
That's fair. That is a solid answer. Thank you so much for being here, Morgan.
Yeah, thank
so
you
good
for
to
having
see
me.
you
No
again.
doubt.
You guys should pick up his album this Friday. Check him out at Stagecoach. And where else can they find you on social media?
Yeah, morganwallen.com, and then my Instagram and my Twitter are Morgan C. Wallen. That's pretty much it.
Perfect. And then if you want to see more with Morgan, we do have an episode of Certified Country up with him and the FGL guys. You can go to Certified Country at Facebook Watch. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Sophie Shalacy, and until next time, we'll see you later.